If there's nothing else we've learned, it's really never underestimate the power of Uno. It can change the coldest of hearts. And Elizabeth, seemingly very much affected by Katsura's teaching while down on Earth, is that going to spread to the rest of his crew? Or are we just going to see one big Gundam fight, as long as they don't all blow up due to sabotage? That's something we're going to have to find out. Especially since it seems as though Elizabeth made a grand sacrifice. I don't think that's going to stick, though. And instantly, kaboom. A fitting end for... well, for one who is so accustomed to bombs himself. The entire episode recapped for us. Was it entirely necessary? How long was it between the last one and this one? Or maybe they're going for the whole aesthetic of other shows. Previously on... blank. Now, other people on Earth who were affected by the face transformation rain, are they going to get an explanation as to what happened, what went on, why exactly they were affected like that? Or is the fact that the Earth was almost invaded by very easily stained mascots going to be kept hidden? And the amount of times that they mention the history of when the Yamato invaded, I feel like anything they do isn't going to quite live up to its reputation or do it justice. Also, Shinpachi hasn't been wearing his glasses. Are they just for show? He seems to be able to see quite fine. Do not throw your lives away. You see, this wouldn't have been quite as bad if he had let some people in onto his plan. But when you are going against your home, your previous comrades, and everyone that you did know, naruhodo. Yeah, it's going to be difficult, isn't it? Ugh. Since when? Maybe they've just got some laser gun under that mask. It's good it isn't being captained from the helmet. It is definitely seeming slightly one-sided. Is this a parody reference or just a love letter to the old Gundam space battles? Sorry, Gunsum. This whole situation is a bit of a farce, really. Have we heard Elizabeth talk before, or has it just been like the director or whoever? He aimed for the head. Unfortunately, it was the head of the. Oh, okay. Zulajanite. it, it seems to be an ability that has only recently been learned. Such a touching moment. And how is it going to be ruined? Ah, by a giant space beam. Self-healing. Well, you'd have to reduce him down to his component parts if he can survive being I can't remember the word. Bifurcated. They all turned on him. It seems as though negotiations didn't go quite so badly. He's not so bad, that crazy laughing merchant. Preferably one that is uninhabited. For all of them. To lay down their arms and fight alongside him. Wow, Sakamoto. How are you intending to play it? That's their main source of food. Alright, as long as they're still in production. For a preposterous situation, it requires an equally preposterous solution. Can they go back to how things were? Oh! Really? Going back to the advertisements on TV? Well, their planet itself was just a giant ship, but did Gintoki really deflect that beam with his wooden sword? And why does he have a different helm visor cover? Like colour? Katsura was green, Gintoki bright blue. God, how deep do you want to go? Ah, I see. I hope no one was left on board. Yeah, I was about to say, if it was falling apart, why is it going down like that? They're in the void of space. The true villain has appeared. Does that mean he had many, many men inside of him? Does that mean they have been living under this kind of oh, now we're getting to like a Metroid type thing, living under this false reality following a dictatorship? Okay. And they all just kind of thought this as normal after successive generations of just following the same kind of thing. What, eliminating his own tribe? I'm sure they'll be fine. So it doesn't matter if they all die. He can just create some new ones. I'm not sure why taking over Earth is the gateway to taking over the universe, but I wasn't expecting him to have debris thrown at his face. He still has all of those points saved up. Unless they have an expiry date. Also, did Gintoki change the eyes on his costume to go along with the current mood? Why is Shinpachi and Kagura still dressed up? I don't think their disguises are quite needed anymore. Huh? Signing a contract? Okay. Everyone, battle stations! Oh no. Oh no. Did they know this? Hang on. Each ship is turning into a massive, like, megazord. Well, combining to make a megazord. Wait, all of that was in the hole? There mustn't have been much room for much else then. Ah, of course. Even though you're gearing up for battle, you've got to look your best. I wonder if it was tied with a double Windsor. I didn't actually check to see. Is it though? I do like how she is getting a time to shine. You ask too many questions, Shinpachi. You should know by now. How long? This must have been put in place quite a while ago. Is he more just a a captain in name only. There's been a mutiny. Poor Shinpachi, he had no choice in the matter. Who's to say that they are going to be good? Who handles the crotch? Ah. It's where the most powerful weapon is stored. What a silly question. I wonder why that was. Do you want to know? Well, he's gotten the experience so far. Something tells me that Shinpachi is going to be the most pivotal of pilots. No, no. You can have the Earth. Oh, she's easy to please. There's more! How many? How many episodes? Do you think Shinpachi's just going to be pleased to be able to put on some clothes after all of this? Also, do you think some days he just wishes he stayed at the dojo and just fixed up a little? Now, joke pilots aside, actually having multiple people trying to pilot the same object isn't going to be the smoothest of operations. Especially if none of them have really trained in it. I mean, like, if anyone's been in a three-legged race, you know what I mean. That's only, what, 2 people? Lionel. Now, with the ships being modified to turn into a giant robot, any cargo that they were carrying probably wouldn't have survived that. And all the money that they would have made, or have made, probably all went into the modifications. So, this was a large-scale undertaking. And I believe the technology to create those self-healing leaders that the Renho have been following for quite some time, there's a few people that would like to have a look at that. And with, well, a big space battle actually underway, a lot of people died this day. But they're only background characters, so who really sheds a tear over them? Maybe we'll find out in the next one. Well, with many references probably missed because, well, I haven't watched Gundam. I'm sure someone will let me know down below. But also, if you enjoyed, why not also leave a comment? But now that Katsura and Elizabeth, both of them have been rejoined together, it is a glorious day for us all. Let's hope it stays that way, and without much rain. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a week. Well, at least I'm going to have to wait a week until the next one, the culmination of this entire story. So, pray for me. But all in all, if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. And until the next time, take care of yourself. If you want to help me or my channel succeed in the big space battle that is internet videos, consider joining onto my Patreon, because so far I know that Sal, Raywin, Electricant, Arthea, Noku, Shiwan, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Stinsfire, Big Boy Match, Russell Paulson, Girly, Dynamite 927, ASD, Dark Shadow 7899 and everyone else are ready to explore the vast vacuum. That is, of course, as long as they don't come up against 200-foot giant metal birds.